How's it going, everyone? So today's video I wanted to talk about genetics. Now, it's kind of like the elephant in the room in a way, and you might be wondering, what do I mean by that? Well, it's kind of, I guess, from a young age, like when your parents tell you, or if you have parents that are supportive, they will tell you that you could be anything you want. You could do anything you want, be anything you want in life. And that's a good positive reinforcement for a child. But in actuality, as you get older, you, I guess, on your own will determine that your genetics can only take you so far in certain avenues in life. So some people are naturally just gifted, right? The Albert Einsteins of the world, like Gary Kasparov in chess, very high IQ. You still have to apply yourself, but your threshold or your baseline for intelligence for those people that are very intelligent are it's much higher. The people that are a part of Mensa and there's another group that's in the top like 0.1%. And as far as physicality goes, there's people that are genetic freaks. One of the reasons why I want to do this video is I caught an old video from a bodybuilder named Kevin Lavroni, and I don't really follow bodybuilding much, but I do know a little bit of history in the 90s, because I feel like the 90s was the best time in bodybuilding. Now they're just taking too much drugs to the point where they just look, their bellies are distended and they don't look aesthetic, not like Arnold Schwarzenegger in the late 70s and early 80s. But anyway, Kevin Labroni was talking about genetics and how he is a genetic freak. Now, of course, he takes steroids to become a top contender back in the day for Mr. Olympia, but you still have to put in the work. And he did, but he was just genetically gifted. He said that when he was in high school, he was 146 pounds. He was bench pressing like 315. That's like twice your body weight. I mean, that's something that I've always, I won't say dreamed about, but it was a small goal, but I never really hit it. Hitting twice your body weight as a natural, it's extremely hard. So his body just absorbs everything like a sponge. He mentioned how even he's from Maryland, even when he did like shows, bodybuilding shows, he would just cut down a little bit, diet down for like 3-4 weeks, and he'd just come in just completely ripped and just tons of muscle, low body fat, and he would just cut down on the chili dogs, and then he was good to go. So not only was he just extremely strong, but his body just responded very well to the external stimulus of bench pressing and just lifting in general. But the thing is that someone such as myself, I would consider myself to have probably average, if not even slightly below average, for muscle building for the amount that I lift. And I've done transformation videos, this and that, but that puts you in the best state possible. You can't sustain. I'll try to put some old pictures of me as a reference. Those pictures are just a snapshot of, I don't look like that all the time. And the other thing I want to mention is, if I just, even like on vacation, if I just miss a few days of working out and I don't get my protein and I don't stimulate my muscles, I don't get adequate sleep, my weight will just go down like this. It'll like, I don't know, maybe I should do an experiment. If I don't lift for a few weeks, my body will just immediately just shrink up quickly. Now there is muscle memory, so once I start working out again, my body will respond again to it. It's not like all my hard work will go down the drain. But that being said, it kind of shows you how my body, I'm naturally a skinny guy. I'm an ectomorph. I don't know if I'm a straight ectomorph. I think everyone can be a combination of different body types: ectomorph, mesomorph, and endomorph. But I lean more towards the ectomorph side. And the other thing is, I've been squatting and doing my leg workout routine for years, and my power has gone up. I've got more thickness in my quads. but it just still looks really skinny. And I saw old pictures of my dad, and my dad was a stick, very skinny legs, they call chicken legs, right? And my mom, small, skinny, small frame as well. And I'm not complaining at all, but you kind of have a certain limit. Now, this doesn't mean you just throw in the towel and use it as an excuse. I wouldn't do that, but just don't get too fixated. I'm not trying to sound negative and be like, oh, just forget it, don't even try. No, definitely try, but if you're trying to attain a certain body without certain enhancements, it might be a fruitless effort. This doesn't mean I'm telling you not to work out, don't try hard. No. You want to work out for all the health benefits, the obvious health benefits. I'm not going to get into it. It's pretty obvious. The mental health benefits of working out, eating right, feeling good. But there are limits. I don't have the equation, but your skeletal system can only naturally put on a certain amount of muscle. I'll probably do a video on that separately in the future. But your body can only naturally, of course, can only maintain a certain amount and hold a certain amount of muscle. So don't get too fixated on that. If you're a female and you naturally just, a lot of women put weight on in their thigh region and the hips, guys in their belly region, whatever you're genetically predisposed to, take the good with the bad, because you have no choice. You really have no choice. I would like to be. I'm only 5'5", 5'5.5". I gotta throw that half in. I feel like I stunted my growth a little bit due to choosing a sport in which in high school I didn't really eat, which is not good. But my dad's like 5'8", and there's some people, their parents are just so tall, and basketball players and stuff, and they're naturally just over 6 feet, right? 6 feet. So you can position yourself and try to reach a certain goal. If you want to be taller, I heard Michael Jordan, his freshman year, was pretty short, and he would go on a pull-up bar and hang on himself, or hang on the pull-up bar and try to stretch his body out, which I don't think there's any basis for that, but he naturally got to 6'6". I don't know how tall his parents are, but other than stuff like that, just eating right and doing the right things will allow you to maximize what God or whatever you believe in gave you. So that's my time. That's it. I would love to hear from you guys and gals. What genetic predispositions do you have that are positive, and then what's ones that you wish that are negative, that you wish you maybe had? For me, like I said, if I was a little bit taller, it's okay, but I'm not too obsessed about that. And I'm grateful for being able to have a pretty fast metabolism, though I still have to work at it. That's my time. I'll talk to you later. Bye.